Hey guys, it's Kelsey. I'm back with another scrapbooking process video. I know this is not the last page you guys will see, but this is the last page from this collection that I am doing. And once again, this is one of the layouts I did while I was on Zoom with a bunch of the ladies from the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. So if you see me waving my hands and talking, it's because I'm talking to them. But I tried to trim out as much as I could find of the parts where I'm just talking to them. But you can see here, I had another 12 by 12 of this rainbow stripe paper, and I had one of the solid ivory papers left. So I was like, okay, I really need to get both of these used up because I don't have a ton of scraps to keep making pages. This is really the last one I needed to get done this month. So I decided what I would do I would frame the plain white in the rainbow stripe and then do some colorful mixed media to kind of give that white, make it not so blank. And then you can see I have two 4x4s here I've already stuck together, and I was hoping, my idea for this one was to just make this kind of simple framework for the design. And of course you have the rainbow stripes, so all the colors are already included, and that gave me leeway to pretty much just try to pile on as much of the scraps I had left in my layers as possible. So that was my goal on this one. You can see I used my papaya ink pad to do the packaging technique to do a little bit of mixed media. So I did that on the background. I kind of felt like I needed another color or a darker color, so I thought maybe I would do the navy ink pad mixed media I had, but then I was worried that the navy and the papaya color ink wouldn't look great together. So we tried a couple things. I tried a couple things off camera, or I just deleted it because it ended up not working. But I got some really good ideas from the ladies on Zoom about different techniques I could try to make it work. But in the end, I decided to go in a different direction and just use my Heidi Swapp Aqua Color Shine, because I knew that wouldn't mix with the papaya ink the way a navy ink would, and it would still give me that blue and a different color, and you have the shimmer, so it's kind of a different texture. So I think that was kind of the happy compromise we came to the conclusion of when I was struggling with the mixed media. But I definitely like the papaya ink, and I think I go and add a little bit more too, but I needed something on this plain white background, especially because the rainbow stripe is very white as well, and I'm just not used to working off of a white canvas, so I needed something on it, which was nice. So now that I kind of have my background, I'm just gonna start layering. I'm not thinking too hard about this. I just have all my scraps to the left there, and I'm just trying to alternate different patterns and colors as I'm layering and trying to get as many of these scraps used up as possible, since I know this is the final layout I'm making. So I started out with the white and red floral. I knew it would be kind of a simple, nice base layer to start my layering, and from there I'm just going in. I'm going in with everything. I think I'm using the back side of the rainbow stripe, which is this kind of blue and yellow circular firework looking kind of design. So I'm using that as one of my layers, and I'm inking every layer in the blue ink because I did do the papaya mixed media and I'm not adding navy mixed media. I decided to ink everything in the blue. That way there was some contrast and it wasn't all the papaya color. So the background and the white I had already inked in blue before we even got started. So it would be ready to go. So I've already kind of set that as the tone for what I'm going to do as I keep piecing things together. But yeah, at this point, it's really just a game of getting everything pieced together. I wasn't thinking too much about it. Again, same on the past couple process videos. I was really just like chatting and listening to the ladies on Zoom. And I kind of just turned off my brain and just let myself layer and try to use up scraps. So that's all this page really is, which is always really fun. I love these final layouts where it's just cram all the scraps on there. It was a really fun way to do it. So inking again, and there's a couple branding strips to the left there I definitely want to use too. I still have a piece of the blue branding strip, and I have like 5 inches of the floral branding strip, so I'll try to piece those on there as well. And I'm even doing repetitive layers, so I already used this pattern to mat the photos in, but I have so much of it, and I've already layered with a couple other papers. I'm going back in with the red and white layer, like pattern, to do an additional layer in that too. So I'm really not being too picky. I'm really trying to just get it all used up. So there's that one, and I think after this, yeah, I'm going to do more of the solid colored ones. You can really see how the white on white is blending in, so I go in with the blue branding strip and a couple of the pops of that yellow solid you see to the left there, so that a lot of these whiter layers don't just blend into my white background. The mixed media helps with that. But yeah, you can see I attached that blue branding strip to the left there. Here's the scrap of the floral piece I have to the right. So I'm thinking that'll go there. I definitely have, it's kind of hard to see, but it's kind of a running joke that like Gracie, which is my gray cat that lives with my sister, she's obsessed with Avery. Like, I think she has claimed Avery as her baby, and wherever he is, she is always watching after him from somewhere. She's either next to him or like sitting on, like on a couch above him, keeping an eye on him. And so you can see her at the top of the bottom photo, sitting on the arm of the couch looking down at him. And I really kind of wanted to draw attention to that because that's kind of a running joke we have with her. So that's why I really wanted to use this arrow sticker that says "so happy." I'm pointing it right below where Gracie is sitting, so it kind of draws your eye there, so hopefully you notice her. But that's definitely something I wanted to log on this page as well. Because we think it's really sweet that she takes her guard cat duties very seriously where Avery's involved. So I think that's really sweet. I did go in and add a little bit more mixed media. I was thinking I covered up a ton of it with these layers, which I knew I was going to do, but I just wanted a little bit more peeking out of the side. So I added a little bit more papaya to the left, and now you can see I'm going in with the aqua. I think that's the teal, actually. How do you swap color shine? Just to add some blue splatters and a different color for some contrast. So I think that looks a lot better. I think, in my opinion, I just needed something other than the papaya and the white. So you don't see it too much from this top-down view, but in person, when it hits that shine, you really get that teal and that extra pop, and I really like that. So I think we're about to glue this down. I know we add a little bit more layers, but I think, actually, no, I know we do more before I glue it down. I'm definitely adding this "so happy" piece because it's covering a seam from two pieces I had to piece together to create a frame. But it also kind of covers a gap so I can stretch the floral branding strip up a little higher. But again, like I said, I really wanted it there to draw attention to Gracie. And I knew I was definitely going to use the heart wood grain piece on this page. Again, this is the last page, so I want to get as much of this stuff used up as possible. So the heart wood grain's going on there. I had a wood grain arrow in the same shape as the "so happy" arrow, so I'm just layering those up together so I have wood grain there. And now that I have two areas of wood grain, I decided I'm going to add some more of those wood grain arrows to the top of the page. So it creates a visual triangle. So I'm just planning ahead there. But before I glue down and keep adding with embellishment, I definitely wanted some more layers. I didn't like how the more white layers were blending into the background. So I added a scrap of yellow on the top and the bottom. And I think I go in with one more layer of the white and pink. Which I don't know why I did that, because I was trying to not have a white pattern run on the white, but I think I just wanted one more layery bit and to get one more scrap used up. So you'll see I add that there. But I think that's the last layer before I glue everything down. I know I add another layer of the rainbow stripe, but I think I work on my ephemera first before I do that. But I'm going to go ahead and add the floral-y piece. It does help having everything inked in blue, because at least you get that blue edge to help define it from the background. It really would have just blended in if I didn't have that. So now I'm going to get that glued down. I don't use as much of the sticker sheet as I kind of wanted to on this page, but a lot of the stuff on the sticker sheet was stuff that was kind of a bold icon that I had done on a page that was going to be very close in the album to this one. I didn't want them all to look too similar. Like, I know I'm using the same collection, but I didn't want like the big blue banner that's on one of the pages to be on two pages really close together. So I kind of decided to go in a different direction when I get to the embellishment, other than what's in this collection. I definitely am getting these wood grain pieces used up, but I go and I kind of add some stuff from my stash on this one, which was fun. I'm committing, I'm gluing down. I like how everything is looking here. Do I go in with the wood grain arrows now? I think I do. So those two wood grain arrows that are left, I'm adding. You can see there's still some wood grain brackets to the left there. Those are the only thing from the wood grain sheet I did not get used up, unfortunately. But I think I did pretty good with everything else. So I'm going to glue the larger arrow straight down, and then I'm adding the little arrow. I'm popping that one up on some foam. And then the little navy heart that I did not get on the last page, I will pop that up on some foam and layer that on top of the big arrow up there. So there's some blue over there. And that's kind of when I decide, I go through my stash because I need to figure out a title, and that's when I kind of find this alpha sheet that has colorful word alpha, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, word titles on it. And there's a blue one that says family that you'll see. And I decided the blue looks really, really good with this collection because there's little pops of navy in a couple of these patterns. And I really want that color to be more dominant. There's a lot of light patterns going on here. And I really am missing that grounding element, that dark color that draws your attention. So once I start adding navy in a couple areas, it really, really helps this page come together. This one was a lot of fun to make, but it was definitely different, working with so many light patterns, so that made me feel a lot more comfortable. I did go in with my enamel dots already and added those to the visual triangle, but I found this word sticker that says family in navy, and I thought that was perfect. I love the addition of that navy. And then there's a word sticker on that sticker sheet as well. It says believe it, so I added that on top of the wood grain heart. And then once I had blue in those two areas and I needed one more navy piece for the arrow spot, that's when I go back to my sticker sheet. But I think that was just the perfect little touch, so I really like that. Sorry, there's like a really big truck rolling by, if you can hear that. Hopefully you can't. They have their bass in their car turned up all the way, and my house is like shaking with the beat. Hopefully you can't hear it. I have my mic turned away from where it is, so. All right, that is the blue heart I popped up on some foam, and I think we're almost done. I don't really feel like I need to do any journaling. I do have another page where I already mentioned the fact that Gracie is obsessed with Avery, so I don't really feel the need to mention it again. I do just like the fact that those arrows are drawing attention to her in the photo. But here are the close-ups. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. We have Off the Board with Pineapple Papers Wednesday, and then the How to Kill a Kit with Style layout share Friday. And then we will be back in January with How to Kill a Kit with Style, and I can't wait till you guys see that, that kit. So here are the close-ups. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.